and welcome to the first inaugural episode of DanceFam Radio. Didn't see that coming, did you? You did not see that coming, or maybe you did, because
they might have.
They might have, because Morgan and I have been doing lots of working together recently. I'm Jess. I'm the owner of Seattle Dance Fitness, and this is
Morgan, her assistant.
Yes, and we have started working together in the past, just like few months, 4 months, something like that, and have had such a fun time because Morgan's super creative with reels, and I love starring in reels, or at least, being a part of reels.
This is true.
Yeah, so we've been doing lots of fun reels, oftentimes on Fridays, and so, and it seems like people are interested in our dynamic and hanging out with us, and here's the thing. I've always wanted to be a podcaster because I love podcasts. And
I've always wanted to be a YouTuber because I love YouTube.
Because she loves YouTube because she's 28. And so we're just making our dreams come true right here, right now, in front of you. So welcome. I think we should do it together.
Oh, okay. Welcome to DanceFam Radio. I know.
Okay, well then I think that's where we're at. Right?
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
So today we decided to talk about how we met and started working together and how Seattle Dance Fitness came into being. And maybe the fact that we're 20 years apart.
Tomorrow I'm turning 48 and Morgan is
28.
And it's something that we have is just constantly coming up in our conversations together, constantly.
Yeah.
And it's kind of funny and fun and also like eye-opening and so we're gonna be kind of talking about that a little bit too. It will be impossible for it not to come up all the time. So
yeah.
Well, that was good. A quick intro. I'm Jess Gleason, and I am the founder and owner of Seattle Dance Fitness. I am a 48-year-old, tomorrow I'll be a 48-year-old entrepreneur and mom of 2 boys and a husband and a dog, a golden retriever, who is my best friend. And his name is Rainier, AKA Rainy, and he's really annoying and cute and lovely. And that's who I am.
My name is Morgan Jensen. I should probably not cover my microphone. And I am Jess's admin assistant, and I'm also an instructor. So I teach hip hop kids, and I teach booty pump, and I teach slow burn, dance, and I help Jess with a lot of things.
Yes.
A lot of things.
I need a lot of help. The thing is, I love it when people help me with things, and Morgan came along just at the right time to be very helpful. And I would say she's not just helpful with a lot of things, she's also a really great creative partner and collaborator. So super excited to have her along this path, because we never would have started a podcast, YouTube, whatever this is, wherever this is gonna be on. We know it's gonna be on YouTube. We don't really not sure yet how we're gonna get it on Spotify and iTunes.
Oh, you want it on Spotify?
Seems like we should.
Okay.
All right. Okay. One of the things that we bonded over early on is that we are both sort of like mid-generation. So stay with me here. Well, she came up with the term zillennial first.
I didn't come up with it.
Oh, well, whatever. She introduced me to the term zillennial, which is what?
Oh, so zillennial is not quite a millennial, not quite Gen Z. It's right in the middle. I relate to some millennial things and I relate to some Gen Z things, but not fully either one.
And I am a exennial because we're both in the what is it? When were we born? Something 8. You were 98 and I was 78. Yeah.
You don't know when you were born?
Oh, shut up. You don't know when you were born?
98.
We already said that. Anyways, I'm an exennial.
Good clap.
And we were told we were supposed to clap when you start these things. So I'm an exennial, and because I'm like a baby Gen Xer, but I'm also like kind of a old millennial. So I'm an exennial, and she's a zillennial, and we think that that's really interesting, don't you?
Oh.
Okay, so so this is one of the things that that has kind of bonded us together too, is feeling a little between generations. Like I don't really feel like I'm Gen X, I don't really feel like I'm millennial, but I feel like I'm extra special because I'm an Xennial.
Oh, does that mean I'm
Also extra special.
extra special?
Yeah, extra special.
Yay.
Morgan, how old were you when I started the studio?
When did the studio start?
The studio, well, let's say when SDF started.
Okay.
SDF started in 2017.
2017, that means
Math.
math is hard. 2017 was the year after I graduated high school.
So you were like 19.
Yeah.
That's cute. That's cute.
We want to talk about how SDF started. Or I'm going to let Jess talk about it because I wasn't here because I was busy being 19. So, Jess, you had been teaching dance fitness for several years under the name Seattle Dance Fitness before there was a physical studio, Seattle Dance Fitness. So when did you realize that you wanted your own studio space, and what did those early studio days look like?
Well, I knew that I wanted to, it's so hard. So much of what I feel like Seattle Dance Fitness, how it came to be, was sort of people telling me that I should do this or I should do that. Like I should, once I started having Friday night parties outside of like a big box gym that I taught for, that sort of started this ball rolling of like people wanting to have more of this opportunity to dance with like low lights and feel a little more free and less inhibited because most gyms have fluorescent lighting. And so we did those Friday night dance parties. That I was just renting space, like not my own studio space, like from like 2017 through the beginning of 2020. And obviously, you know what happened in 2020. So before that, people basically were like, you should like make a logo. I'm like, okay, you should make merch. Oh, okay. Like a lot of these things are like, just, you should open a studio. Like I never would have thought I was going to open a studio. It's definitely not a dance fitness studio. That wasn't even a thing like that I even was a thing at all. So, anyways, we got into obviously the pandemic and started Zooming classes from home. And just before the pandemic, I actually was out starting to look for studio space and starting to think like this maybe really could be a thing that we could do, you know, that could sustain, you know, as a business. And so luckily I didn't get a studio space before the pandemic because that would have been really shitty timing. Oh wait, can we swear on this?
I'm not in charge.
Yes, you are.
Can we swear in this?
Yes, but maybe not a lot.
Not a lot. Wait.
But maybe, yeah. We'll see.
Maybe.
So, anyways, would have been really shitty timing. Said it again.
So S words are allowed. Are we going F or are we like? Is this PG-13? Is it R?
Oh, I like to swear.
I know, me too.
Okay, we're gonna swear on this.
Okay.
Podcast. Fuck yeah. So anyways, the pandemic happened, and during that time, the studio community actually really almost got tighter because of the need to have this community. And we would open up class on Zoom, 15 minutes or so before the instructors would, and we'd chat with people beforehand, we'd chat with people after, and so I knew about a year into the pandemic that I really needed to have a landing space for us when we came out the other side. And that's kind of that. It was a dream that I did not think was going to be realized, and voila, it's here. And the early days of the studio were really fun, really, really fun, but it was also fall of 2021. So we opened the studio in the fall of 2021. Right when the Delta, I'm sorry, I don't like talking about the pandemic, but it is part of my story. And so that's right when the big Delta variant came out. And so all of a sudden people are really freaked out again. Everybody had their vaccines if they were getting them. But thankfully, the studio had a huge garage door. And so for the first the first 9 months or so of the studio being open, we had the garage door open the whole time. We were wearing masks, we were Zooming. it was a thing. And I know people are like, I cannot believe we did that, or I could never do that. But you know what? You do what you got to do to like create and maintain your community. For me, my business as well as my community. And people just did it. People just did it. It was pretty awesome that they were willing to mask up and dance and exercise, because it is harder to dance and exercise with masks on, but they did it. And so if you weren't here yet, at the studio at that time, and you maybe only have ever been here when the garage has been closed. We closed the garage once I got air conditioning put in, and we closed it because the neighbors were starting to get a little grumpy about the music, which I get. But I always, when I opened the studio before Delta, I had, when we leased the space in like that May, I had always assumed that the door was going to be closed, and this was going to be a club atmosphere in here, a dark club atmosphere, and so. That's what it is now.
You opened a club?
I opened a club, a daytime club.
Hey.
Okay.
I have one more question.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, what were some of the biggest struggles in those early days, which you kind of already talked about? But were there any extra chaotic moments that you remember the most from that time?
Chaotic? I mean, I think our Friday night parties were just insane in the early days, because people were just ready to just like let it all
go. A lot of pent up pandemic, like
so much
energy.
Like, so much pandemic energy. So like I think people would come in like just in the, oh my God, the garage door was open, which meant that we were like, it was dark outside and light inside, and we'd attract some people. There was definitely a moment where some guy tried to like climb through the cubby holes and
through the cubby hole, not over the cubby?
No, I feel like he was, well, maybe over the cubby. Or maybe what he tried to do is he tried to grab something, because the cubbies didn't have backs on them at that point.
Right.
And yeah, so we had to put backs on them. So he would try to grab like somebody's purse. Anyways, when Ruben was here, and Ruben like was like, we were all trying to like, I don't know, keep this guy out. So that was a little chaotic for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. And then just getting yelled at by my neighbor all the time about music. She had my phone number and she'd text me, Jessica, turn the music down. I'm just like, oh no. I wasn't chaotic, that was stressful. So anyways, so that was that.
Okay.
Kind of a little bit about me and Morgan's working relationship. So I guess she started working for me, she started working for me like a year ago, January, teaching hip hop kids, which is awesome. But then she came into the role she's at right now in November. Is that right?
November 2025.
But let's talk about like even before that. When did you start coming to the studio?
I started at the end of April 2023.
Okay. That was, was the garage closed when you came?
No.
It was still open?
Yeah. Not all the time.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We were
Not all
just
the
starting
time.
to close it because we just got we were getting HVAC around that same
Yeah.
time. Okay. What was your first impression of me?
Well, my first class here was with you.
Oh, it was?
Yeah.
Oh, stretch class.
It was stretch class.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, you
that's
remember.
right. I remember
Oh,
for sure.
You remember. Yeah, I loved it. And I thought, well, first off, I thought it was really cool to take my first class with the owner herself.
Yeah.
Because a lot of other gyms or studios, the owner's just an entity. They're not around.
It's true.
So I think that's very special.
Yeah.
That I got to take class with the owner, that everyone gets to take class with you. And I just felt very genuinely welcomed and very warm. And I was like, oh,
Yeah.
this is nice.
That's good.
Yeah,
I
it
love
was
that.
lovely.
I love that.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, were we going to go back and forth on that?
Sure. What was your first impression of me?
I remember you coming into that stretch class. I definitely remember you being there. I don't remember like having much of a conversation. I'm sure we did a little bit, but I remember a class where I was doing something where I was like, if you do something, I don't remember what I was telling people mid-class. I just like was like, if you wink at me or if you do something,
I know what you're talking about.
I will give you a sticker. I'll
Yeah.
give you a sticker after class. And
love stickers.
she did whatever it was.
Okay, here's
You
what it
remember what it
was.
was?
Yeah, well, we were about to do Toxic by Britney Spears.
Oh, okay.
And you said, make me notice you.
Oh.
And you get a sticker. And I was like, okay, bet.
Okay, bet.
Bet.
Okay, bet. I feel.
I will do anything for Britney and I will do anything for a sticker.
Well, so she got a sticker. And
I don't remember what I did.
I don't remember
But
either.
it was hot.
But yeah,
Yeah.
that was my first impression of you,
Okay,
was
good.
you doing whatever you did to make me want to give you a sticker.
Oh.
Okay, let's see. When did you realize SDF was something special? If you think it's special.
I don't.
Do you think it's special?
Yes, of course.
good.
Of course
Okay,
I
good.
do. Of
Me
course
too.
I do. I
too.
don't know. I don't know when I realized it was something special. I think, you know what? I think in that first 2 weeks when I did as many classes as possible on the new student special, and every single class I tried basically all of them. It was a different teacher every time and like a slightly different group of people, and I didn't really know anyone yet, but every time I went to another class, someone or multiple people always would come up to me and just start chatting like we already knew each other. And I don't think I'd ever experienced that before in like a gym or a studio space, and I was like, oh, I want to leave here. This is so fun.
Good.
So,
You want to live here? Is that what you're saying? I want to live here.
and I do now.
Oh, basically. Cool. What surprised you most after we started working together?
I don't know. I have to think on that one.
Want me to tell you mine?
Yeah.
I actually was surprised by how similar we are
Yeah.
in our approach to work, and I think because Morgan and I both have this experience of like kind of you teach a class and then you're working and then you teach another class and your day's kind of like all over the place, and it's not like not even close to a 9 to 5 type of job. And it feels a little like ungrounding at times to have that, but it's also like a lot of variety. But I definitely noticed, we have that very much in common. And I think I also just noticed that she just liked to like be silly and funny and just, I don't know, just get stupid and be silly. And I really appreciate that, and like not taking taking the work seriously when it needs to be taken seriously, but really having a lot of fun doing it. So,
Yeah, it's not that serious.
it's not that serious.
Nothing is.
Nothing is.
No, we're all gonna die.
Yeah, that's true. At some point.
Just do
Hopefully
whatever.
Not today.
Not today.
Yeah, not today. Okay. So do you have an answer to that? No.
I think along the same lines, I think the more I got to work with you and know you, the more I was just not surprised, I would say, but just like in awe of how you balance it all and do all the things that you do and do them well.
Oh, thanks.
I mean, I knew you were good at what I could see, but
Right.
I didn't know how much more there was. And
Yeah.
you would never know.
Yeah.
You would never know.
It's a lot. It's a lot to running a business, and obviously having a family and all that too. So, okay. What is the most Jess thing that Jess does that I do? What is the most Jess thing that I do?
I feel like there's so many things.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with the easy one and say the hair twirl.
Yes, I twirl my hair.
She twirls her hair.
I even did it. I
lot.
think I even did it. I've already done it some on the
She's
podcast.
probably already done
I
it.
do it a little like when I'm nervous.
Yeah, but it's very curly, which means she hasn't been twirling it too much.
Yeah. When it starts to flatten out, that's when you know I've been doing it too
Yeah,
much.
she's not too stressed today, so that's
Only
good.
mildly stressed. Okay. Anything else? Is that the one? That's the most.
A lot of high notes happen.
Really?
Just yeah,
like
yeah,
like that?
yeah.
You're right. I do. Oh God, that's probably breaking the microphone. I think it's okay. It's okay. Okay.
What is the most Morgan thing that I do?
The most Morgan thing that Morgan does, I feel like it's like an eye roll and like a duh.
I almost just did it when you said that.
Yeah. I feel like there's a lot of like duh, but not in like a mean way.
No.
In just like a silly way, in like a you're a silly goose kind of way.
Yeah.
Like
Well, because you are.
oh. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Story time.
Well, we mentioned a little bit that we are 20 years apart. And I think you were the one that noticed that.
I did.
I think so.
Oh.
Like it's 20, not exactly to the day. But
Like pretty close though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
pretty
78. 98. Yeah. But it's been really fun working together with Morgan. Being that she's 20 years younger than me, I know we said that, but it's different.
We talk about it all the time.
We talk about it all the time, but there's so many differences, but there's also so many, it's like the differences are not a bad thing at all. I feel like I've learned so much about being 20 something in this moment in time that is very different than when I was 20 something. And it's just been really eye-opening for me to work with you. And what about you for me?
Same. It's been fun. And I think she's my big sister now because also she just is so good at giving big sister advice. And I don't know how to be an adult yet.
Still working on it.
I'm still working on it. I have 2 more years.
Yeah, they say 30 is when you're actually an adult these days. I have
2 more years to figure it out. And
hopefully you get it done by then.
Hopefully I figured it out by then.
If not, you smack into a wall and land on the ground. Something really terrible happens.
Yeah. If I don't figure it out, they just take me out of the matrix. They're like, you're done.
The sim just and she's gone. That one did not get there.
That one did not. She was not.
She did not get there by 30.
She was not getting there.
Oh my goodness.
But I learned a lot from you and just from the other women at the studio, which is really cool and nice. And
I had a big sister. I had a big sister. Allison.
I'm gonna tell her.
Allie, I love you. I love you. But she's only 19 months older than me, so she's not really that much bigger than me.
Yeah, you guys are just the same.
Yeah, I need somebody more 5 to 20 years older than me.
20, yeah.
20.
At least 20.
At least 20. This podcast is going to be for you, for the Dance Fam, to kind of get to know kind of things about the studio, plugging up upcoming events, things that maybe we don't have marketing out for yet, kind of studio tea, fun kind, girl talk, intergenerational work stories, behind the scenes of the studio. We'll probably have guests come on, instructors and community members that we want to highlight. And kind of just conversations that we have all the time, but just now they're going to be recorded. And hopefully you'll want to watch them.
And if there's anything you want us to talk about on the podcast, then send us a message. Maybe we'll talk about it. Or if you have questions that we can answer on the podcast.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, if you're wondering about something.
Yep. Or if you have anonymous confessions to make about something that happened at the studio, you like to leave toilet paper rolls.
Should we tell them about that?
Oh, God, yes.
Okay.
Toilet paper bandit.
The toilet paper bandit.
Who are you?
Where are you? We're not mad.
We're not mad.
We need to know. We need to know.
Well, it stopped happening now.
It stopped. It was a few days that it was happening.
But it was over the course of a week.
Yeah.
Or more.
It was while you were gone.
But it was before I was gone too. Because that's what I noticed it too.
Yeah.
Somebody kept taking the toilet paper.
Almost finished.
Still
toilet paper left. A good amount.
And taking it off. I mean, they probably, whoever did this would probably disagree, and that they probably thought there was only two squares on there, but there was enough for a couple of times of whatever you might use it for. Anyways, and they would take it off of the toilet paper thingy and put on a new one, and then place it somewhere.
Yeah. And then it happened. It happened 2 days in a row. So at one point there was 3. So there was one that was almost done. There was one that was a little bit more, and then there was a new one, and then there was one on the roll, a new one.
And I was like, what?
I was so confused.
I know, and then I was like, what are you doing? Because we Barco Polo a lot.
It wasn't me.
And I was like, who's doing this? And she was like, I don't know.
I don't know.
And then she kept trying to reverse the action and put the old one back on. Anyways, it was a whole thing.
Yeah, it was.
It was a whole thing. I don't know who was doing it, but if it was you.
If you're ready to fess up, we want to know.
We want to know. We also just really want to know the thinking.
Yes, I want to know. I just want to get inside your head.
Yes, I want to understand.
I want to know. I just want to understand.
Why?
Yeah.
We're not mad at you. We just think
it was funny.
Especially because you didn't just throw it away or something.
Yeah, you kept it, but you didn't want to use it, so it's just over
and
here.
It probably was somebody just I'm going to be really nice and change this roll for you.
Yeah.
And that's really nice of you.
That's really nice.
That's probably what it was.
But it wasn't done yet.
It wasn't done. It was so random.
Yeah.
So random. Okay. Toilet paper bandit, who are you? Anyways, if you've got confessions or questions, definitely send them our way.
Yeah.
Agree or disagree? Everyone remembers their first class forever.
I agree.
Yeah? I think I agree too. I
Yeah.
think, especially at SDF. I
Yeah.
don't know you would necessarily think that just anywhere, but I think at SDF, that is pretty
I
consistent.
think it's true.
Agree. Okay, you do the next one.
Agree or disagree, playlists can make or break a class for a student.
Is there a middle ground?
Agree or disagree? We can talk about it.
I think, I don't know, I feel like break is too harsh of a term. Okay. I think it definitely can make a class go from like good to great. Mm-hmm. I don't know that
or
would ever.
Good to less good?
No, I don't think so.
No, it just goes up.
I think there's only good to great.
All right.
What about you?
Yeah, I would say so.
Same thing?
Yeah.
So you don't agree or disagree either?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Agree or disagree? ChatGPT can be your new best friend.
I just want to point out that she misspelled the word friend on here.
That's fried.
Fried like your brain on ChatGPT.
Oh. So you disagree that could be your new best friend?
It can, because people are using it that way. I don't think you should make it your best friend.
Agree with your statement.
It should be a tool.
It should be a tool. Okay. Probably the best place to send those things is to hello@seattledancefitness.com, our email address, which, by the way, that is the best place to contact us about pretty much anything when it comes to your account, your studio stuff. I get stuff in my DMs and my other DMs and my other DMs, and they get lost there. So
she's so popular.
I'm so popular. There's just a lot of places or someone will text me. So if you have official business or anonymous submissions, or questions or topic ideas, or you want to come on and talk about something, send that information to hello@seattledancefitness.com. That is your go-to. If you want to talk to me about your personal life, then you can come to my personal channels.
Yes.
So if we made it this far, what do we have for them?
We find ourselves doing a lot of impressions and weird things together. And we decided for this first episode that we should do an impression of each other.
Okay.
An impersonation of each other.
We have not shared each other.
And I don't know.
Although I did ask her for props.
She asked me for props, which I didn't know was an option. Feels like cheating a little bit.
You had time to come up with your own prop ideas.
I don't need a prop.
Oh. So who's going first? Okay, I'm gonna go first.
Okay.
Because I think yours is gonna be better.
Okay.
Okay. This table I put together myself, can you tell? Okay. So this is my Hello Kitty cup, and it glows in the dark, and it's got Halloween, and I love it. And this one is my SpongeBob Born to be Square cup, and it's really cute, don't you think? She likes ASMR, and she likes YouTube, and she wants to be a YouTuber. And I learned all about ASMR and YouTube from that. Oh, la la la. Okay.
Okay, that was all, Jess.
And,
that doesn't count.
Oh, that was not. That
you
was,
get minus points.
Sorry, forget that. Okay, back. I'm gonna be Morgan again. And this is my Taylor Swift cup. I got it from when I went to the movie, and I went to the movie by myself because nobody wanted to go with me to see the Taylor Swift movie because it was 3 hours long. Just kidding. I just had to see it right away. Is that what actually happened?
Yes.
And this is my Taylor Swift cups. Morgan likes cups a lot. She likes cups. I don't know that I've met anybody who likes cups as much as Morgan does.
All of these, except for this one, were given to me. All my other ones were given to me.
People
like
cups.
People like giving
I want to know what your cupboard is like because that's probably a lot of cups. Okay. Wait, I'm trying to make your face. She's like eye roll, or a lot of like, wait, or like, yes. But before she does that, lip gloss. Oh.
She's using her own lip gloss for this, by the way.
Yeah. But it's just the kind that
She
you
didn't
use.
need mine. She didn't need mine.
It's the plumping kind. She likes it plumping.
I do like the plumping kind.
I can't do it. I feel like I just look like me.
Well, because you are you.
Okay, that's the best I got. Your turn. Is that
My
pretty
turn.
good?
That was pretty good.
Leave it in the comments if you think that was good. Or actually,
Should we have them
we're
vote?
going to turn the comments off.
Comments have been disabled.
Oh, see? That's a term I didn't know.
Disabled.
Disabled. Oh boy. Oh God.
Okay. I feel like I need space.
No. I do take a lot of
I feel like I need space to be Jessica.
You know what's funny about that? Anytime I go, like I rarely take a dance class these days, although I love to do it. I swear to God, I'll like put myself in in a spot that doesn't feel very big, and like within like 10 minutes, I've got all this space around me. I'm like, am I like flailing? What is happening? What's that about?
There's flailing. Yeah.
There's flailing. I think I'm just big.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Anyways, that's what I'm going with.
I feel the same way. I have
Yeah.
very long limbs.
Yeah, people are like, I'm gonna move around here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm, you should move because you don't want to get kicked.
And I like to kick high and to the side.
And do you like to stretch?
Doink,
Oh,
doink.
whoa. Space.
Space. Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna lean back.
Okay. Okay. I went to theater school. Just so you know.
Oh, you
Not
have a leg
school,
up.
but
Cheater.
not cheating. Props. Okay. My name is Jess. If you're new to me today, I always like to say, start with your feet, work your way to adding upper body, don't take yourself too seriously, and we'll have
Fun! Oh! And then, do I do that? Do I get like really big after
you do
that?
I have to stand up. You do the with the
The kick your
Yeah.
butt. I did not know that I did that part.
Yeah.
The other part I know that I did because that's my spiel. Well, that was
good, though.
That was good.
Yeah.
That was good. And the added bonus of the kick at the end. Okay. Well, let us know what you'd like us to impersonate next time. We already have ideas.
We have ideas.
You don't have to
Comments
tell
are
us. We know
disabled.
what to do.
No comments.
All right. Okay. Come back next week for another episode of
DanceFam Radio.
See you at the studio. Oh.
You're doing this.
Bye.
Cut.
Clap. Cut.